Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to Hang Out with Me Friday. Let's get into it. Have a lot to share. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hang Out with Me Friday. I am Vontina. Today's date is July 26th, 2024. And welcome to season 2, episode 24. I so hope my mic is working because last week it was not working. Oh my gosh, but I did a lot of testing and it should be working. And if you are not hearing me, please put in the comments that I don't have any sound. I would really appreciate that. So, welcome today. So, today we're going to get started with Crafting the Future weekly insights, trends, and growth, and everything else. And so, let's get started. So, if you have not visited the store, I ask that you do so. Visit the store, right? Visit the store to receive your 10% off. And this is a daily dose of inspiration I want to share with you. My pastor, former pastor, he's passed away now. His name was Rashi Pinkney. He said this and it just stuck with me and I just could never let it go. And I have this on my office wall here or in my work studio here, and I used to have it when we were in the building at work. I had it on my bulletin board. It was just that reminder that just stuck in my heart. So it goes, when you get tired of success following you around, you will reach back and pick it up. And when he was teaching when he said this, and again, it just stuck with me. And so I remind myself of this, that yes, I am successful no matter how small what I am doing, no matter what I do. I will not reach back and pick up success. I have it in front of me. It is my goal. And so join me live on YouTube. So my channel on YouTube is In My Hands Handmade Crafts with Vontina. So I ask you join me over there. I ask that you give me a thumbs up and that you subscribe. And then when you subscribe, do the little bell check so that you'll know every time I go live. I am really asking you to help me grow my channel on YouTube. And I'm going to thank you right now in advance for doing that. Thank you. And okay, I would be remiss if I did not mention this because this is so important to me. So the Bag Box Club is a dear thing to my heart. I am a bag maker. I love making bags and I wanted to share that with other people. And so the club is a bi-monthly club and you will receive everything you need to make that project. And the projects are not hard because I didn't want them to be hard. I wanted them to be easy so that you would get your box, make the product, and then sport it around. So the Bag Box Club. Join me. I will be so happy for you to be a member. And if you want to brush up on your sewing skills or you have a machine and you never took time to do a course, please join me at So Confident Academy, One Stitch at a Time. This is a beginner course, or you can be a refresher, but it consists of 3 modules. And each module has 3 lessons. And I also have a bonus project for you and another bonus, which I'm not going to tell you, but I believe that you will really like it. So join me at So Confident Academy, One Stitch at a Time. So let's get into what do I have under my sewing needle for in my hands handmade crafts. So right now I am making backpacks. I had a couple of customers at my local farmer and artisan market ask me about that. And so I am working on I only was able last week to make one because I had so much going on. My head had a lot of things in it. And so as soon as I put that bag up, it was gone. And so I'm working to get my another to have at least 3. So hopefully I will finish this bag tonight and it will be ready to display at tomorrow's artisan market. But that is what I'm working on now. I'm working on backpacks and crossover bags. And it's still going on. So the shop hop is lasts until August the 31st. So check with your state to see if they are participating in the shop hop. And so it started July 1st and it will end on August the 31st. So let's get into some trends and growth in the craft world. So right now, the biggest trend and that is it growing now is sustainability, eco-friendly, remaking, taking old things and redoing them. And I tell you, some people their mind is just phenomenal. How they remake different items from something, it is just mind blowing to me. So I love to see people that are able to do that. I don't know, my brain just I don't know, my brain doesn't work like that. um I'm sure I could. I can cut stuff up and do stuff. I'll find something like a pretty shirt or whatever, and I know the shirt doesn't fit me anymore. Well, I'll use that for lining, or I'll cut it up to make um, my little purses little coin purses that I sell for $3. So, and the next thing is whimsical resin art. I've seen a lot of that. We have quite a few vendors that are doing the whimsical resin art, which is really pretty. Again, that is not my wheelhouse, but I love to see what is created with it. And then mindful Zen tangling. Now that is AKA is Zentangle or doodling. And so that is me. Sometimes I just don't feel like doing anything. I'll just get my little pad. It's like a 3 by 3 card. And I'll just draw little stuff and just sit there and just draw and draw and draw. And so that part is me doing Zentangle and doodles and stuff like that. And then there is the multimedia collage. I know some of you have been seeing quite a bit of that. Now, there's a young lady, her name is Susan Collins, and she's in Portland, Maine, and that is what she does. And that is how I got introduced to it by getting turned on to her of how to do that. And then, believe it or not, more than a couple years ago, I actually met her sister. And it was a customer. She was a customer, came to my table, and I was talking about this lady that I had got introduced to, and I love her work. I got her book and all of this. And then she's like looking at me and she said, well, what is the lady's name? I said, well, she's in Portland, Maine. I want to go see and take a class with her. And when I told her her name, she was like, oh my God, that's my sister. And the bag that she was purchasing from me was the Mondo bag, was for her sister. So that just really just tickled my heart that I did meet, I met her sister, and just by conversating with a customer. And the new thing is punch needle. I have been seeing a lot of this, and also crochet. So there are 3 vendors at my artisan market. Oh my gosh, you all, they do the most beautiful work. So 2 of the ladies They do crochet, but the one lady, she makes all farm animals. So she does chickens, baby chickens, and she also do insects, rabbits. It is so cute. All of the stuff that she makes out of crochet, and it is gorgeous. And so the other, and there's another lady that does crochet, but she doesn't make the smaller item. She makes the more larger items like sea animals, and she does octopus, whales, just phenomenal work. And then there was a new lady that came, and she does punch needle, and she makes all of the woodland animals, foxes, squirrels, just phenomenal work. So those are the new trends and growths that I have been seeing on my travels, and then also I've been seeing it at my local artisan market. And by the way, there is like a almost 50 of us, 50 artists and makers at my market. We have our own dedicated side of the market. So let's talk about everything else. I know that all of you out there experienced the massive IT outage. Oh my God. Um my phone, my work phone was blowing up. I kept saying, "What is going on?" And I was actually off when all of this happened, and so my work phone was just blowing up. Well, I was off, so there was no need for me to go answer it. And so a coworker who is actually a friend, she called me on my personal lump number, and she was like, Did you see what was going on?" And I'm like, "No." And oh my gosh. And I said, "Well, I'll deal with it on Monday." Well, everyone, it took me almost 2 hours to finally go through that process that we had to go through to get access back. It took a long time. And there, even right now, we still have some employees who are still experiencing problems of trying to get back on our network. So that was a crazy, crazy time. And the thing about it, some when we had 9/11, they tried to fix it that your phones would work so that they could get messages to you on your phones. But you know what? With that IT out thing that happened with our workplace, our phones didn't work. Some of us, we had no phone. The phone was ringing, but when you put your password in to see what was going on, that didn't work. And again, it took me at least 45 minutes just to get onto the phone because I needed the work phone in order to do the steps uh, of some things that needed to be done. So hopefully we are past that. Okay, the Olympic Games are getting ready to start. I don't know if it starts late tonight or tomorrow, but this is what I do know. I will not pay to watch it. So, NBC is hosting the games. And because I am a streamer, I do not have cable. So, in order for me to see it, I have to pay. And that's not going to happen. And so, they used to be $4.99 a month to have NBC. Then it went up to $5.99. And now that they are doing the games, they raised the price to $7.99. And so, nope, not paying that. So I will not be seeing the games. I will watch on YouTube as they post maybe 5 or 10 minute clips and they show who won different things. So that's what I'll do. I am not paying to watch the games. So I am so sorry. I will not be watching them. And the reason why I do not have NBC as a streaming service because they didn't have any shows on there that I liked. And so I do have Paramount Plus, but that is because I love all the TV shows that are on Paramount. And so But for those of you who still have cable or you do pay the service for NBC, have fun watching the Olympics. I'm so proud of the United States. All of those athletes, they are awesome and amazing. Not my wheelhouse. I can't do any of that stuff, but I love, love, love the games. I love ice skate. I love all of that. So, but I will just be looking at maybe 1 or 2 minute clips when someone my local news post it or talk about it. Okay, guess what? If you fly Southwest Airlines after 50 years of being different, they're getting rid of open seating. So they are going to be moving to offer first class or business class where you pay the higher amount. And I do not like Southwest. I personally don't. But I started flying first class. Where did I go? I went to Wisconsin to Nancy's Notions weekend. And so I had to I wasn't in first class. I was in regular coach, and I tell you, I had the worst experience, and the plane was full, and these two kids were on there, and I was so mad with the father. I think every woman on there was mad with the father. He would not help his wife with the two boys. And one of the babies was just kicking my seat, and they were right in back of me, and he just whimpered and whined, and just, he wanted to get down to walk around. So she had two little kids, both of them looked like toddlers. um and she was just tussling with them, and he was just sitting there like they were all invisible. Like he's not with them or anything. He just kept doing his phone. He put his earplugs in, listening to his music. Did not help her at all. So I was like, oh my gosh. And so after that, I said, you know what? No more. I don't care how cheap it is or whatever. I am not doing a coach anymore. So I started flying first class. And I can't even tell you what year that was, but I had it stopped. So, those of you who are watching me live, if you can hear me, would you please put in the chat yes or give me a number one or something? Because I had problems last week where my volume on went out, and I don't know why, but I did test. And so I'm looking at the comments. So if you can hear me, give me a one. I really would appreciate that. So next, okay, on your phone when you're searching for something, what do you normally use? Do you use Google or do you use Siri? So I was reading this article. I didn't know that Siri belonged to Apple. I honestly did not know that. So Apple is fussing with Google because most of the people that search, they use Google, and I am one of those people. And so they want to kick them off their app out, but if they do that, it will cut into their money. And so Apple wanted to do something that would cause people to migrate over to Siri. Well, I tried Siri. So what happens with me when I use Siri, it doesn't pull up a lot of the things that Google, when you put it in Google, bam, it just comes up, and you can find whatever you're doing. So let me know in the comments, on your phone, do you use Google or do you use Siri? And even though I have Windows 11, the go-to on my laptop is actually Bing. Now, I have been liking it, but sometimes Bing doesn't give me a lot, then I will go over and check Google. So let me know. Okay, guys, I am coming down to the wire. 9 months and 9 days, okay, before I retire. So I am coming down to the wire. And so I want to just reiterate to you about the 10% off. Go over to In My Hands Handmade Crafts and check everything out. I will be at the library, Eastern Shore Sewist. We will be there on August the 21st, 2024. The day turned out was very hot today. Right now, the sun has went down. My gentleman that cuts my grass, he is here. It rained all week. My grass is all the way up to your ankles. Um, so he will be out there for a while, getting me all tuned up and everything. So tomorrow's supposed to be a very nice day at the Artisan Market. And so I will say to you, please have a safe weekend and know your surroundings. And please be careful out there because we are coming to the end of the month. It'll be busy with people traveling and trying to get in. What I think it's about, they got like maybe 3 weeks before probably some other young people go to college and then the other young people go to high school. And so they tend to speed and not pay attention. So please be careful. And as I always in my lives, my name is Vontina, and I am so grateful I get to do what I love. Talk to you soon, everybody. Be safe.